I really do like this crowd. People come from even like across the world. I met a fan from the Middle East and China and Japan and all these places.
第一场其实蛮顺风的，就 NA 打 EU， 那我想说应该要赢的，对，然后就输了。
We already got 1v5 by Huni.
Counter-Strike is charging, that's a four-man stun. Sjokz already down.
1대1은 좀 판단 실수를 해서 좀 지긴 했는데 그게 좀 충격적이었어요.
Push up to a tower, Murray gets hit and stunned.
Ignite, Exhaust is down, he's going to try to claw his way to freedom, but he's
I've always played indoors, so playing outdoors is like, you know, there's raindrops on my head.
My hand started getting wet, which is never happened to me before. Versus LCK, when we started actually something like 4-1 or something, and we were like, what the hell is going on?
Oh, the flash.
Oh, he has flash too, he has
Got it, there it is.
He just solo killed the MVP of Worlds.
From that point, it went like really badly for us.
You're out of his own base. He's like, wait,
Don't end it, don't end
it's
it.
a 1v1. I got all of you. Just 1v1 me.
Faker sends his regards.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to day 2 of the 2015 All-Star event. We're coming to you live from the LCS studios in Los Angeles, California, where earlier we got a glimpse of all the action getting underway here in the studio. The fans are absolutely fired up to get into day 2 of All-Star. The CRS region is warming up. They had a good showing on day 1, doing very good versus the LCK, dropping that game. And there, the LPL, they were absolutely on fire for Team Ice in day 1 of the All-Star event. And there, the NA LCS All-Stars convening before the game, as well as the LMS All-Stars got something to make up for after yesterday and that game versus the LPL. And there as well, the EU All-Stars, Kasing and Reckless and Faker, of course, as well, warming up to get ready here for day 2 of All-Stars. Hello everyone, I'm Evie Sjokz supporter, and joining me on the desk for today is Sam, Kobe, Hart and Kensler, the European LCS Rookie of the Split Origins carry Niels, and our very own Niels and Deficio, Lunga, who we appreciate very much as well. I gotta go to you first though, Niels. Very happy to have you here. What's it been like attending an event as a supporter and not playing?
I'm more of a coach, but like some sideline coach, morale support kind of guy, so yeah, it's fine.
Were you the mastermind behind the Jax pick yesterday?
Yeah, of course.
Obviously. Well,
smart coach.
Very smart coach. And that yesterday, of course, day 1 of All-Star started with that Jax, with a very promising start for Team Ice, as you say, in that game of EU versus NA. Was it just a Jax? What else do you think that EU did well in that match to come back, Niels?
We did really good at like making the game look like it was like, you know, an even game.
Yeah.
Like,
Classic EU.
Yeah. Making it look like they had a chance, and then when they don't expect it, Huni strikes from with the four-man Jax stun.
Counter strikes.
Again, it is all the coach here, man. That's strategy. He planned it out, fall behind. Huni, you flank there, you get the four-man stun. It's beautiful.
Well, Kobe, what did you make of it? Because NA started off really strong. All your guys you know so well.
I mean, that was literally that one play.
That
where
was it?
Double Lift dies while they have Froggen cornered between 2 turrets, and North America decides to push up mid, and then Huni comes out with a flash four-man counter strike, and then he gets Rage Blade off of that, and I mean, you know the end of that story.
We do.
The end of that story here, that was 100 points for Team Ice on the board. And then yesterday also the LPL, who came out swinging in their game versus LMS, and then the pick 10 as well. They had boot camp before, but it showed.
I mean, yeah, very clear they came prepared. And also this kind of event is just perfect for the LPL, because this is where you can really show off your mechanics. Again, you don't need as much strategy or the great communication. If you have good mechanics, you have carries like Uzi and Rookie and so on. I mean, that's enough to get a lead early on and then snowball from there. They did it perfectly.
I'm sure you enjoyed that game, Niels. Classic camp bottom lane. They got Rengar 2 kills down there, then Kassadin gets 2 kills down there.
The enemy couldn't 2v2, so
yeah.
It's just
sad. Talking about good mechanics in the 1 versus 1 tournament, we saw the mirror matchup, Anivia versus Anivia, Froggen versus Faker. I thought it was really exciting. Actually, if you looked at it a little bit closer, Niels, what did you make of it? Your Danish buddy.
Faker actually got the egg of Froggen twice, I think, in that series, but he never really like had mana enough to kill him after the egg, so it just became this like super long, boring Fire. I mean, not
That
boring.
kind of guy?
I mean, not boring, but really intense, you know, until the frog got 100 creeps. So.
No, you
Yeah,
gotta
I
speak your
mean,
mind, man.
Nivea as a champion is not going to be the most exciting 1v1 because of the passive. So you don't even have enough mana to get all the way through an egg
But he got
after
egged
killing
twice.
someone.
There was a lot of trading going back and forth, you know, denying CS by landing a stun and forcing someone to move. So that was pretty fun to watch.
I don't know,
Faker,
the
though.
most exciting move was that flash to get the health pack, I guess.
Oh, the snowball.
Woo!
Snowball in, Faker went aggressive, couldn't kill him. Almost.
Very exciting in the 1v1, but with the points, that was 250 points yesterday for Team Ice after winning all 5 vs 5 and the fun mode. Team Fire did get on the board at the end of the day. They got 100 points. That makes it 100 to 250, and there is a chance immediately here for Team Fire to catch up, as it will be the NA LCS versus the CIS All-Stars in our very first game. And then everyone will put on their ADC hats for Marksman mode, and we'll also go back to the Howling Abyss for the round of 16 of the 1v1. I do want to preview that Marksman game, because we have 16 AD carries available. Teemo is in there as well, though. Niels, what do you make of that mode? How is that going to plan out?
Since you can only build damage items, I think that the ones that have like strong abilities are going to do a lot of damage. Champs like Corki are a bit stronger than the IH champs, I think. So these ones that build Trinity Force, Essence River, like Israel, Corki, are going to do a lot of damage. Even champs that can poke, like Varus, can actually do a lot of damage. So
Kindred?
it's not so good on this patch.
I feel like that ultimate.
Quinn has to be one. I mean, when everyone is so squishy, you can just roam around, and in this mode, I mean, again, you can't really do Baron too well because it's 580 carries and so on. Sieging is very risky because you're so squishy, so like Quinn can just roam around and just kill people.
That would be super exciting. But for now, though, we're going to head ringside where Dash is standing by with NA's fan-favorite bot lane duo.
Thank you very much, Sjokz. I am standing by with Double Lift and Afro Moo of Team Fire, and Team Fire has started out in a hole here in the tournament, 250 to 100 points so far. So I want to know, was there any talking between the team last night about the deficit, and are you confident that you can make up that deficit by the end of the tournament? Double Lift?
Well, after we lost, we were trolling, and I think it was fine. We're just like, oh, we gotta play. That sucks. So off to like a bad start, but I'm pretty sure we can pick it up. First, right here should be a win, and then hopefully afterwards we can go far in like the 1v1 tournament and all the other modes.
So nobody's freaking out yet, Afro Moo?
Oh no, we went over the replay last night. You know.
All right, there we go.
Got some constructive criticism in, especially for medias. You know.
We've just found out that Niels is we just found out that Niels is coaching for Team Ice. Do you guys have your own pocket coach?
I thought you were our coach.
I'm the coach?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we
Rainbow
have
Dash.
some work to do then. All right, we're going to have a team meeting as soon as this interview's over. Next up, though, I do want to talk about a few of the game modes that you'll both be taking part in later today. Afro Moo, you were once a marksman in ADC, and Double Lift, you were once a good ADC. So I do want to, I'm kidding. I'm just messing with you, buddy. I'm messing with you. No, I want to know about, given...
This was a fun event.
Well, that was fun for me and everybody else, but it's got to be at somebody's expense, right? I'm just messing with you. I do want to know, though, how confident you guys are going into that game mode, especially given the fact that a few of the people on the team who aren't currently in the ADC role have experience in that role. Afro?
Well, Marksman mode is going to be pretty fun. I don't know if we're going to get bans or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure Peter's going to lead the charge in that mode for us on what to pick, right, man?
What the?
What is the single most overpowered ADC right now?
Lucian, man.
Lucian?
He's got 2 guns.
All right, he's got 2 guns. There you go. A reason enough for me. I'll concede on that one. Next up, you're both still representing Team Fire in the 1v1 tournament, in which Ice has more individuals still in that tourney. So a lot riding on you guys there to pick up points for the team. Are you confident that one of the 2 of you can come out on top there? Double Lift?
Well, I'm up against Reckless, so probably gonna lose, but Afro, you can handle that.
As team coach, you can't have that little confidence going into the matchup. We're gonna figure this out. You'll play Lucian. He's got 2 guns, which makes him the strongest, and you'll be good, right?
All right, I'm down.
There you go. See? Problem solved. All right, though, all of this, though, is all taking place after your first matchup today, which is against the International Wildcard Region, CIS, who put up a pretty significant fight against LCK in the early portion of the game. We saw solo kills on both Faker and Marin. So what were the plans, or what were the talks going into this matchup, and how are you guys ensuring the fact that you're going to walk away with another 100 points here? I'll throw it to you, Afro.
We have a plan?
I don't know. I thought you were the shot caller.
Shit.
I am the coach of the most disorganized team, apparently. We have so much work to do, guys.
Yeah.
All right, well, it all starts in Champion Select.
Together.
All right, we'll throw something together quickly. I like the confidence. All right, and finally, there has been a bunch of publicity around it. I just want to make sure you guys are still friends, right?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
There you have it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, double lift and Afro Moo. I'm going to let you guys go and get prepped for this matchup. For now, we're going to throw it back to Pulse at the Telestrator to go over the top plays from the IWC.
Thank you, Dash. And as we hone in on our #1 play of the year, it's time to look over the top highlights from the wildcard regions around the world. And first up, in Mortaru shows the Turkish Champion League the might of Shurima.
Geliyor. Rogue Aero'mu öldürmüştü. Arkasından Elysion Rogue'yu öldürüyor. Skor geldi ve Sjokz'la Immortor'dan oyunlar. Bu kulenin altında işte Immortor birazdan içeri girecek ve mükemmel bir ulti. Mükemmel bir ulti.
Next up, Gigabyte Full Lewis's SOFM shows us how to invade with the Queen of the Xerxai.
Một cơ. Vậy ta quyết định ra trừng phạt cái con người đá này và tấn công vị trí Krellick khi mà phát hiện vị trí của Lyra đi rồi. Tốc biến hất tung lên và đó là lần đầu tiên chúng ta thấy trong trận đấu này Sjokz anh ta chứng minh khả năng của mình. Anh ta biết Lyra ở đây. Bởi vì đằng sau có Scam, anh ta có nhất thống đến vị trí của Violet. Lyra đang cố gắng, anh ta bị khiêu khích, anh ta bị tấn công và Sjokz có double kill tình huống vừa rồi và có thể ăn tiếp vị trí của Scam và đó là triple kill không chính thức của Sjokz. Ăn tiếp vị trí của VODS chẳng bởi vì King of War Scary đang chặn đầu, Thủy Lôi tầm nhìn là vị trí của Fate. Violet đầu này rồi, thôi xong rồi. Và bây giờ Sjokz ăn tiếp và đó là quadra kill không chính thức.
And to round out the nominees, INTZ's Yang sets them up as Tristana knocks them down.
Vão tentar ir pra cima. O Barão é deixado de lado pela equipe da Cade, sentença mais caixa. O Yang vai avançar. Segurou o time todo. O Mikael garante a eliminação. Double kill pra ele. Quer agora o Yang na sequência. O Barão utiliza pra longe. Triple kill da Tristana. Agora, amigo, o Yang brilhou como nunca.
That one was my personal favourite, but to vote on your favourite play from the wildcard regions around the world, tweet at LOL Esports with the corresponding hashtag, and we'll tally up the votes later today. Now over to you guys for a look at the first regional clash.
Thank you so much, Pulse. That Nara actually was also my favorite. That looked very, very mighty impressive. But we are going to get into our first regional clash, and this will be played as a best-of-1 on Summoner's Rift and is worth 100 tournament points, so very important for Fire, a little bit more than Ice, but both, of course. And we're going to look at the first team on the blue side, the Commonwealth of Independent States. They are playing for Team Ice on the blue side of the Rift, and their lineup did really well yesterday with Smurf, Demashke, Kira, Lex, and Dimonko. And when we look at that matchup, immediately I think of Smurf and Kira from yesterday. Smurf solo killing Marin. Lex, even himself in that video, was like, what? What? How is this even possible?
Yeah, the best part is their reactions, because Marin and Faker are like the two biggest stars that we have right now. They're world champions of the most recent world championship, and they get solo killed by these international wildcards, and they can't even believe it themselves.
I mean, CIS came in here, and they were, of course, the underdog. I didn't expect too much from them, but honestly, the fact they've done well in the 1v1 tournament, and now the start they had yesterday, if they can do the same versus NA, I mean, it might be a different story than yesterday, where suddenly they just fall behind, and obviously LCK kind of stomped them in the end.
Yeah.
NA might not be able to do the same.
Niels, what have you thought of this wildcard team coming in? They look pretty coordinated.
I mean, yesterday's match was kind of like, you know, a bit of chaos, because Faker dying to random Lulu EQ when he's recalling, you know. So maybe he wasn't paying that much attention. Not saying he wasn't try-hiding, because that's not a nice word to say. But it was just some mistakes that you could maybe have thought about twice before you die. So
he's talking like a coach now.
Yeah, he is.
Like
Right in the
2 days. And suddenly he's like, oh, I'm planning everything.
Yeah. Some mistakes could be cleaned up there.
Yeah.
But in that team, I mean, Kira actually, over at Wildcard, he won the 1v1 tournament, and then he didn't do that well versus Naru in the final versus a Turkish team, and that is an understatement. And he seemed to have picked it up. And that CIS region, the Chinese team, they said they had practiced for 5 days, but these guys have played a tournament for 5 days just 1 week ago. So we saw them growing rather throughout those days.
I mean, we did, and obviously, again, for them coming into this tournament, it's about learning as much as possible and kind of showing what you can. I still think they have to earn the points through the 1v1 tournament. Kira did make some mistakes yesterday, but he's very good at playing the map. He knows when to get the relics and so on. That's what they should aim for.
You don't think they can take it versus NA?
I think NA is going to be the favorites for this one.
Okay.
But obviously, if there's a crazy start, a lot of kills, they can quickly snowball one way, and then maybe they can take it, but NA should be favorites.
I know Dyrus is crowdsourcing what champion to play right now. He tweeted out, he was asking for
He said
advice.
he would think about it.
Yeah, he'll take it into consideration.
Well, let's take a look at the rest of that lineup for Team Fire on the red side. The North American All-Stars, as you said, Dyrus, also Medios, Bjergsen, Double Lift, and Afromu. And kind of similar to CIS versus LCK, a strong start, especially on the carries, Double Lift and Bjergsen, carrying in the beginning, racking up those kills, but then the Singe pick didn't really pan out.
Double Lift had a couple of face plants into enemy carries where he got 100%.
He had 2 guns.
Yeah, he had 2 guns. No defensive stats to get that close to Anivia. Yeah, and he definitely paid the price a couple times. Bjergsen also missed a few Syndra stuns. Maybe he's a little rusty on the champion.
Yeah. But we did see the support item, the Frost Queen's Claim on the Syndra.
It's a good item.
Yeah, nice 4 seconds slow forever. So yeah, this item is really good on mages that can like catch you with some sort of CC spell, like a Morgana or Syndra even. So I'm wondering if you see a lot of these like niche items, like this support item. And
Rageblade.
Yeah,
very niche.
very niche.
It actually is.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what the players decide to build. They are ready, so we can talk a little bit more about that later. We're going to head inside, and our casters are standing by to kick off the action.
Thank you very much.